Hey guys, Scott here for the Mental Metal channel and mentalmetaldetecting.com. And today we are going to go over the Manticore and a really cool feature I just figured out. I hope everybody had a great holiday, Christmas, all that jazz, and we're going into the new year, so Happy New Year to everybody out there. I'm going to go over a way to create a custom program that I don't think anybody has done yet this way. The Manticore is very new. It's a very new machine. There's a lot of, well, I should say, some negative press out there on the machine in heavy iron, which is rightfully so. I'm not going to take anything away from that. But today I want to focus on some of the positive things about this machine. And so I'm going to show you today how to create a custom program based on a bunch of coins I have laying around. I wanted to create a coin program for this Manticore. And I'm going to be honest with you, reading the manual and stuff, there's a lot going on in there. There's a lot in this machine to understand, and we're still unpacking it. And I think anybody out there that you're watching videos on in the Manticore have not had enough time in this machine to be what we would call an expert on it. And I'm one of those people. I'm not an expert, but I have some time on this machine, and I found out something today I want to share with you and maybe change some opinions out there and some people who are thinking about getting this machine or who are on the list. Let not your heart be troubled. There are some pretty cool things in this machine I think are worth showcasing. So check this out. All right, guys, I got the Manticore fired up. I got Rocky in the house. You'll probably hear a bunch of stuff from him. What I want to do though is I want to show you how to create a coin program. But if you watch how to do some of this customization, just let me show you. For instance, let's go into our settings. Let's go up to ground balance, recovery speed, discrimination pattern. So if you go in here and you pick your ID range, so your ID range can be 1 through 99, goes all the way up. And basically you can accept or reject targets in here and so forth. Then you can actually pick like a range of targets to kind of pick. So down here at the bottom you have your selection width, so you can actually reject a whole range of targets based on that, 3 blocks at a time, or you can do 5, 10, 20 is your limit, and then you can kind of like reject or accept those kind of sections of your target ID scale. So it's kind of cool. You have some real good flexibility there. But it's kind of a pain, I'm not gonna lie. So, if you come back out of here, you gotta know what you want to reject, and you gotta know, all this kind of stuff before you get in here, number-wise. But what if you didn't know? What if you have a bunch of things that you want to kind of figure out, and you gotta go out in the field, and you gotta play around with them, and hope you get the numbers. And I've done a lot of target ID looks and stuff on this machine for a lot of targets. So I have a record of a lot of stuff that I know what the numbers ring up. So I could go in here and I could pick my ranges. I could go in here and pick the numbers and do what I want to do. But let's do something a little bit easier. Like, I have a bunch of coins laying here that I know that I will come into contact with probably at one point or another out in the field. Your basic stuff like silver coins, silver quarters, dimes, nickels, Indian head pennies, possibly a large cent, KG, those kind of coins. Let's set up a coin program based on those kind of things. And what I'm going to do is basically, I'm going to get out of here for a second, and I'm going to go into my custom, or I'm going to go into my program that I want to use to do this, right? So I'm back to the beginning. Let's go in here. Let's go back down to search programs, modes. So right now I'm in all-terrain general, but I know I want to do a coin program probably in all-terrain high conductors. All right, and you notice I have the favorite star selected. I'm going to go over that here in a minute. So if you come in here and you edit this, this is where you can select favorite, make it a favorite or not. You can reset the program. If you don't want it to be a favorite, you can turn that off. I'm going to leave it on for now. All right, so I know that this program is built for high conductors. And actually, if you go into it more and you come down, you go into info and go over, it'll tell you what this thing is optimized for, which is pretty cool. So if you're in the field and you're not sure what one of these search programs or search modes does, you can read all about it, and it'll tell you based on your target rejection, target separation, etc. So that's all in there for you if you ever need it. But what I want to do is I want to start out with this program, All-Terrain High Conductors. I'm going to make a coin program out of this, my own coin program. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back out of here. We're going to stay in there and we're going to back out. So you now see you have some discrimination patterns. If I turn that on, some things are going to be discriminated out. You have your Ferris limits at the top. But what I'm going to do is going to blow your mind away. I'm actually going to go in here, and you have to be in all metal mode, by the way. So turn that on, whites out everything. Go up to your customization down here. Yep, all metal. And I want to go over to custom, and I want to hit edit. Now what I'm going to do is I already got it set. So I want to pick my selection width to 20. And as I come across this screen, you'll see what I'm going to do. So I already know that 1 through 5, maybe 6, 1 through 6 is already discriminated out, or will not show up on the machine, will not detect it. But I want to select the next block of 20, and I want to reject it. And then I'm going to go to the next block. Oops, I missed one. Do you see the white line in there? So I missed. Oops, shoot. Sorry about that. Let's get back in here. Back up to that. Customize. Hit the wrong button. Sorry. Still fumbling around. So let's go back to making sure we get 6 and accept that. And so now from 1 all the way up to 13. 26, 27, I want to select the next block and reject them as well. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'll keep going up until I get the whole thing knocked out. And you're going to think, what is he doing? He's crazy. But you wait and see what I show you here in a minute. And that should cover everything from 80 on up. So now, if you look at this entire search mode and come out, you'll notice everything now is grayed out. So you won't hear anything coming across the detector. Nothing. You'll see it, but you won't hear it. So now, what am I going to do? Well, now what I want to do is, now that I'm in this mode, I want to enable all metal. I'm going to open everything up. So now, technically, I can hear everything. So what I'm going to do now is there's this really cool feature, and I think it exists on the Equinox too, is I'm going to wave some of these coins across the coil, and at the same time, there's the accept button here. So watch this. Here's a silver Washington quarter, and I'm going to push this button. Oops, hopefully I'm still in focus here. I'll push this button as I'm getting these numbers showing up. You want to push it a couple times so it gets the whole entire range of what it's seeing for the quarter. All right, so you now notice there's a bar that's opened up. So I now effectively got my Washington quarter accepted. Let's pick a war nickel. So now I've got my war nickel identified. Let's pick a $50, a Walking Liberty $50 here. I've already captured that, looks like, from the quarter. If you hear that low beep, that just means you're already accepting it. So the quarter already picked that range up. Let's do an Indian head penny from 1906. I just found this the other day. Do the same thing. So now I got the penny in there. Here is a KG. Not sure what kind it is, what year it is, but it's KG coin. So I got the KG in there. Let's do a silver silver Roosevelt dime. I'm already covering that range, it looks like. Oh, there's 83 I got in there. Let's do another style of Indian head penny. Make sure I got them all. Let's do a buffalo nickel. Here is a barber nickel, or I'm sorry, a V nickel. So I've now effectively got most of the nickel range complete. I do have a barber quarter here. Let's run that across to make sure we got it already. So it looks like I got a few more numbers in there that I didn't have before. Let's try a large cent I have on this piece of cardboard. So you get the idea. Here's a Merc dime. I don't think I tried that one yet. Should be the same. We should already have it. Now let's do some of these pennies. So I have a memorial penny here. It's covered. I also have a quarter. So I got that. I do have a wheat penny here. Oh no, that's not a wheat penny. Let's see, what else do I have that I didn't do yet. Here is a barber dime. And I think that's all I have to do that I have in front of me here. Here is a wheat penny. We didn't do that one yet, I don't think. So there you go. Now if you look at the screen, hopefully you're still in focus. I moved a little bit. So now when you go and you hit turn off all metal mode, there is your coin range. See all the bars that pop up? Here's all the coins we ran across this machine, and those are the accepted ranges that you will now hear on the machine when you are in this high conductor program. What's really cool is that you have it saved off as a favorite. So let's say, for instance, I don't want to be hunting in this program. I want to change it, and I want to go back down to my search modes. Let's say I want to start out on just all-terrain general, which is fine. You have your normal discrimination patterns in there. But I go over something I'm just not sure about, and I want to double check it. I can hit my favorites button, which I've made a soft key over here. And one switch, I'm over there. And I can check it. And one switch, one click, I'm back to where I started. That is pretty cool, folks. I think that is going to change a lot of people's opinions, I hope, on this machine as far as the configuration goes. It's not that difficult to set up. I was really intimidated by it when I first started looking into this. I've read the manual numerous times, and it is just a little bit over the top as far as the manual goes to figure it out. They don't really give you any good examples. But this morning, something clicked in my brain. I was like, I wonder if I can make my own coin program based on the coins I have found already that I know I'm going to find out there in the field. And lo and behold, that's the easy way to do it. If you have the coins and stuff like that. You could do this with beach targets. You could do this with rings. You could do this, I would say rings is a toss-up because, gold can ring in a lot of different areas on the Manticore. But, silver is going to ring up different also with rings. Oh, there is one thing I did not run across. I have this $50, this capped bust $50. I think I'm saying that right, Teddy? Capped or caped, whatever you call it, from 1810. I found. I didn't do that one yet, so let's go back into the let's go back to favorites where I was. Let's go into all metal mode again so we can hear everything. Let's run this big coin across. Make sure we're getting it. I think we are already. Yeah, we've already got it, so we're good. So I've got a lot of different variety of coins that we're going to find in the field, and I just covered them all in basically a few minutes. So I just think this feature is pretty cool, to be honest with you. There you go. There's your good old US coin program right there in the flesh. Now, like I said, there are going to be some catch-22s to this program. You are not going to find a lot of stuff that you would normally find, and that's why if you're at parks and things like that, and this is what you're looking for that silver, then this might be a way to go after the silver and you know, basically forget all the junk, because you're not going to hear any junk. You're not going to hear. I have a nail here. You're probably not going to hear that. You're not going to hear a nail. You're not going to hear a piece of foil. I have foil over here. Foil is not going to ring up. It's not going to tell you that you should be digging that. That is definitely foil. I have some pull tabs and other items we can look at here, just to prove that you probably won't hear it. Another common item is going to be a pull tab. Here's one. You'll get a slight little chirp, but you're not going to get a good repeatable pattern. Here's a rusty bottle cap. Little chirp here and there, nothing. Let's see, what else can I show you? Here's a relatively nice bottle cap. Broken. Here's a beaver tail, or a part of one. Again, broken. Is this the foolproof way of doing this? I don't know. I mean, nobody's an expert in this machine yet. This was just something that I figured out that I thought I'd share with you guys and see what you think. Oh, here's something a good test is a shotgun shell cap or case, the end cap or whatever they call it. Not getting those either. So you're getting all the high conductor coin signals. You're missing a whole bunch of other stuff. I would not do this to if you're looking to dig everything. I wouldn't do that. But if you wanted to check targets, things like that, this might be a way to check it. Or again, if you wanted to, you know, dig some of these targets, or if you didn't want to dig them and you wanted to hear what they sounded like in like general, you just click this button and you're back over where you will be hearing things like a pull tab, a beaver tail, or a bottle cap. So I don't know. What do you think? Really curious on what you guys think in the comments. So drop me a comment, tell me what you think. This is how to create your own customized program the easy way, based on the targets you have in front of you that you can run across the coil. So there is a simple way to create a custom program based on the targets you have laying around that you found. You could do this with coins, you could do this with like Civil War relics, you could do this with beach targets. I may actually do some target ID stuff with the beach. I kept my beach junk from last year that we can go over and play around with. You know, there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of negative stuff going on in the Manticore right now. A lot of people are complaining about the iron and things like that. But here's some cool things you can do in the Manticore that you cannot do in any other machine. So I believe the Equinox you can do the accept and reject, but you can't do it the way you see it here on the machine with the Manticore. So maybe I'll do a demo or something like that on the Equinox. All right. Well, I hope you guys got something out of this video. I think this is really cool. I like the Manticore. It has definitely been a fun machine to use. So, you know, yes, there's some iron issues going on with it and really heavy iron infested sites. But this machine has a lot more to offer than hunting and iron. So if you're not one of those guys who are relic hunters that want to hunt the heavy iron, this machine's pretty solid. So just give it a thought. Check out this custom way to do your coin programs or whatever you want to do. And leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. I could be doing something totally wrong here, and this could not make any sense whatsoever. But like most people out there that own the Manticore right now, I'll give you a little secret. None of us are experts at this machine. So take what you see and hear with a grain of salt. You be the judge when you get your machine, and give it some time. There's a lot of stuff in here that we have not unpacked that I think is going to be favorable to a lot of people out there. So that's it all for this video. There's a lot of good stuff going on out there about it. So just, you know, be gentle in the comments, all right? All right, guys, that's it for me today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the Mental Metal channel. And if you're looking for this machine, make sure you hit up my buddies over at Fort Bedford Metal Detectors. I know they've got a list of people on the waiting list, but it's not too late to get on it. So get on over there and get on the list, or find out if they have any coming. They're slow coming out, but they're coming. Just be patient. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another Mental Metal video.